Legends. How we doing? Bottles, what's up, man? We're just going to spring this on us? I meant to spring it on you yesterday, but I ran out of time. Didn't get the time in the end. How are you all doing anyway? How's your weekends been? We're back with another tea time. We did one of these last week. Well, a little over a week ago now. Just kind of sat down, vibed a little bit, had a little chat. People seem to enjoy it, so I thought we'd come back and do another one. I was planning on doing this one on the Sunday, but had other things to do, so we're doing it on Monday instead. It's fine. There doesn't have to be a set day. How you lads doing anyway? Solid, mate. How was yours? It wasn't bad weeks. It wasn't bad, yeah. Been battling a bit of a cold this weekend, but I think we're almost there. I'm quite impressed, actually. This one, I've managed to... This one's come and gone very, very quickly. Been on it. Straight away. Happy birthday. It ain't my birthday. A little late on that one. What's up, Chase? How you doing, man? I see so many of you here. Could use a tea to get through Monday. Couldn't we all? Couldn't we all? Feel all better from the surgery. That is good to hear. Good stuff, mate. Rest up well. Hi, Alia. What's up? Deggy, my guy. Big man. What's good? Chat is zooming a little bit, isn't it? I won't even lie. It is zooming a wee bit. Let me get the right tab open. Hold on, hold on. There we go. Took a second to update there. Got a 199 there from my guy Snapdragon. He said, you ever going to do a video on Helldivers 2? I have no plans to. We got 420 in here. Nice, I like that. Good. Blazing it. I appreciate that, JJ. Thank you. I appreciate Reiki. Thank you. We're getting there. Very, very slowly. But we are getting there. Weather in the UK is nuts. Dude, honestly, it was like... Okay, so check this out. So I went out on Saturday, and it was really, really nice on Saturday, actually. It was like easily the warmest day we've had this year so far. It was like a good 22, 23, which I like. That's like perfect for me, because I don't want it to be too hot. I like it when it's just nicely, it's warm enough that you could go out in like a t-shirt and shorts, but not like blistering. I don't like blisteringly hot, where you got to sit inside with the flipping fan on. So on the one hand, it was a good day to go out. At the same time, every other bastard in the world decided to go out that day because it was the one day where the weather was actually nice. So it was absolute carnage. I was supposed to be going out for lunch somewhere, off of some place that was like in the middle of nowhere, and I almost had to dip and go somewhere else because like there was literally nowhere I could leave my car. In the end, like I just barely, like literally the last second before I was about to say fuck it, like I managed to find somewhere. It's one of them ones where like went to a restaurant and they had a car park for the restaurant, but they had like a national park right next to where the restaurant was, so the whole car park was just full of people who wanted to go to the park. Not even people who were eating at the place. Which, that pissed me off. And then I went in and the restaurant people were like, it's fine. There's a big car park for the national park, like 5 minutes down the road. Went down there. That was full as well. Like, literally, everyone was out on Saturday. Absolutely everyone was out on Saturday. It was crazy. And I was just sitting there like, dude, this is why I don't go outside. That's why I don't do it, man. Just not worth. A cockroach in human skin. Thank you for that, Canadian 5. Beat Style just got a massive update. I'm aware. It's on my to-do list. Don't worry. Thank you very much for the 5. I appreciate that. And Felix, thank you for the 199. He just waved. Hello, Felix. Thank you for that. Ever been to Mansfield? I don't think so. Not off the top of my head. I honestly, levitate, literally. I don't know what they say. All these people have been telling me to touch grass my whole life. I'm like, dude, never again. Like, it's bad enough. I don't know if anyone else is feeling it. I've been okay at the moment. The pollen hasn't started getting to me just yet. I'm starting to get, I can tell it's starting to come back around. Levels starting to rise up a little bit. But the pollen hasn't started, I mean, like, touch wood. The pollen hasn't started getting to me just yet. It's going to happen. And when it happens, fuck, it's going to be bad. It's always going to be bad. But I've managed to sidestep it for the moment. Physically incapable of touching grass. See, I feel that. I actually feel that. I think we've been on the right side of history this whole time. You don't have allergies, so it's fine by you. Well, alright for some minute. Yeah, hay fever sucks, man. It's where, like, I then get torn. Like, I don't even know if I prefer summer or winter. Because, like, obviously summer's nicer. But then the flipping hay fever comes with that. And then, like, when we get into, like, August, September, we don't have warm anymore. It's heat wave. It's like 40. It's crazy. It's like have the air conditioning on all the time kind of weather. Got a couple more bits to catch up on here. Restive Life Hacks hit me with a $5. Thank you very much for that, Restive. Appreciate that. Lord Vanquish also hit me with a 5. Big man. Said, hi, Wolfy. Just want to say I've been a huge fan since 10K. Your vids make me laugh. If you like Choose Your Adventure games, you should play Infamous. Thank you very much for the 5. I shall bear it in mind. Thank you very much for that. And Dom hit me with the 10 AEDs. The 10 defibrillators. Said, we ever play Red... I've actually played Red Dead Redemption 2. Long time ago. Didn't beat it, but yeah, I have played it a little bit. Yep, a Wolfy stream. Live and in living color. Imagine being allergic to grass and plants. Sounds like a skill issue. Now, it sounds like I prefer the zombies issue. What can I say? Terrible joke, by the way. No, I've never actually played Siege. Never had the urge to, really. Felix, hit me with another 199, another wave. Thank you for another wave. Appreciate that. My goodness, Wolfie, you're looking very handsome today. I mean, true. Like, stop it. Rate my day out of 10. Been like a solid. Nothing's happened really. Solid 7, I'd say. It's been fine, yeah. That's how most days are. My days. I kind of live. What's it they call it? Groundhog Day. Is that what they call it? Where it's like virtually every day's the same. But yeah, my days don't really vary that much. But yeah, it's been fine. Cannot complain. That tea is good. That tea is very good. Is UK food actually good? It depends where you go. Some of it's good. Some of it is not good. Peyton. The 45 months there said Shadow Punch 13 smells. That he does. Definitely. I appreciate that, Peyton. Thank you for 45 months. Tulip, thank you for the $5. Said, hey Cam, I found your channel in the CCR days. I've never stopped watching since. You're my favorite gaming channel. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Tulip. I really appreciate that. What a legend. Absolute G. Dom hit me with another 10 defibrillators. Appreciate that. Says, please play Detroit Become Human. Appreciate that. TJ hit me with the 279. He said, what's your favorite flavor of soap? Oh, my favorite flavor of soap. Gosh, that's I mean, I can tell you the I basically buy the same shower gel like all the time. I just buy that Radox shit. I can see there's a spare bottle over here. Don't ask me why I'm keeping it in here. What flavor is it? It's sea salt and lemongrass, apparently. I didn't even know that. I've been using that same flipping Radox for years. Never once occurred to me to see what the flavor was. And I've already forgotten what it is. But yeah, an interesting question. Swank hit me with a $4.99. He said, hey Wolfy, I've been sub since 2015. Love the content. Have you ever considered playing Ark Survival Evolved? Rock on, boss. Thank you for the $4.99. I appreciate that. No, not really. You know me, always keep an open mind, but can't play everything. What else we got? Khaled hit me with the $2. What's up, Wolfie? Hope you're having a wonderful day. I am, definitely. Thank you very much. I hope you are too. I appreciate the donation. Rest have hit me with the $5. So why not bring back Fall Guys and Among Us? I've been watching for 4 or 5 years. Thank you. I genuinely cannot remember the last time I actually played Among Us. I genuinely can't. In fact, no, I think the last time... I want to say the last time I played Among Us was on stream. And you know this is a while ago because this is back when we were on Twitch. I want to say that's the last time we played. But other than that... Yeah, I ain't played that shit in a long time. Fall Guys... Ugh. Fall Guys has kind of been... I guess a little repetitive after a while. That's a kind of... Do you know what Fall Guys is? A kind of I have literally nothing better to do kind of game. You just want to play something. You're like, I literally don't know what else to play. Which I used to do, but I'm trying to get in the habits of like getting more single player games on the go. So I've got stuff I could actually play while I'm chilling. I'm basically, at the moment, I'm just piling up a list of Final Fantasy games to get through at the moment. That's how I'm doing it. I know the Joy of Creation Reborn is a thing. I actually played that years ago. Yeah, Fall Guys ain't bad. It's just... You can only play it so much. Even with all the creator mode stuff, like, there's not that much variation to it. How's 7 OG going? It's going alright. I'd like... My thing is, I just don't get that much time to play it. I think I'm just in Nibelheim at the moment, just like grinding a few levels. Like I just got Vincent. That's where I am at the moment. So I'm like way behind where I should be. But yeah, I just got Vincent. And now they want me to go back up the mountain, so I'm like, no, I think I'm gonna chill and grind a few levels first. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So I think I've got something like, I think like 11, 12 hours. So maybe I'm like a third of the way through the game. I don't know. It's farther than you expected. I've not been doing too bad. Like it's really weird. Kind of playing Rebirth first and then going and playing OG, because it really is testament to just how much they fleshed it out in Rebirth. Like, Gongaga was a good example. Like, I'm pretty sure in Rebirth, there's like a whole chapter dedicated to Gongaga where you're like going around the town, doing stuff, talking to people. There's Queen's Blood matches, and then you spend a good amount of time up the reactor as well. In OG, you're fucking in and out of there in 5 minutes. Literally 5 minutes, you're in and out of Gongaga, and you're done. You've done whatever. You've done what you need to do. Like, you literally go up to the reactor, hide from Scarlet for like 10 seconds, and that's it. And then you just dip. So it's like, it's a bit jarring sort of having played it in Rebirth first, with like the fleshed out, like extended version, and then seeing the OG version. Got an itchy nose. Let's catch up on a few things here. I'm falling a bit behind. Snapdragon, thank you for the £1.99. Appreciate that. Lord Vanquish, thank you for the $2. Favorite food, my favorite band. Good question. Favorite food? I don't know. I like a good curry. I love a good curry, definitely. Favorite band? I don't really have a favorite band, I don't think. I don't think, like, did I have a favorite band when I was younger? I don't know if I specifically had a favorite band, but I used to like be really into listening to like Guns N' Roses, AC/DC, Iron Maiden, flipping Bullet for My Valentine, all that. I used to listen to so much of that shit. I listened to so much of that shit when I was younger. I can still listen to that stuff now, but I don't know. I tend to, I don't know. I'm gaining more appreciation for sort of, you know, maybe a bit slower music now. Like maybe not listening to stuff that's quite so hardcore. Did used to listen to Linkin Park. I loved Linkin Park. Yeah, they were really good. Yeah, really enjoyed listening to them as well. But yeah, I used to listen to loads of shit like that. Fuge, thank you for the $2. How tall is the legend Wolfy Playz? He's just barely 6 foot. Like bang on the nail. Tyra Pop, thank you for the Canadian 5. Long time viewer, though not on this account. Glad I finally caught one of these. Anyway, when's the next Fortnite video? Thank you for the 5. Our next Fortnite video is tomorrow. Totally. In fact, we're like double uploading it tomorrow. Orangu Bang, thank you for the $1.99. Said hi Wolfy and have an orangutan day. Well, thank you, and yourself. Juzu, sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Goddamn 311k, dude. I'm so freaking proud of you. Grown so much ever since I first found your channel way back in 2018. Keep at it, Camp. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And sorry if I said your name wrong. I appreciate the kind words. You're all legends, lads. You're right after the Happy Wars video. There's going to be a GoldenEye video, then a Happy Wars video, and then 2 Fortnite videos. And then Among Us just to top it all off, innit? And then, we probably have time for a stream after that. What can we stream? Oh, Garden Warfare 2 multiplayer. Yeah, we'll stream Garden Warfare 2 multiplayer after that. Definitely. That sounds like a good day. Love from South Carolina. What's up, South Carolina? Little Big Planet 3. No. We can't have too much fun. Come on. We can't have too much fun. Oh, no. I think that's a good idea, actually, Payne. It'll be first half of the stream, Garden Warfare 2 multiplayer. Second half, Smash Ultimate Arena. There we go. Stream the Swiftly slideshow again. Dude, imagine. Do you know, I wouldn't even be surprised if I went and clicked on it and people, like, carried on adding stuff to it. That wouldn't even surprise me, honestly. You man went insane on that. And so did I. But, you know, it wasn't just me. Gage, thank you for the 5. Said, hey, boss man, love your vids. Hoping for a revival of the CTR tourneys one of these days. I mean, they're going to have to revive the game if they want that to happen. I mean, that sounds great. I'd love that. But yeah, CTR would somehow have to revive itself. But yeah, I don't see that happening. But those were the days. Those were the days. I remember those. Doing the flipping Wumper weekends. God, I remember doing Wumper weekends. And how many Wumper weekends did I play in before I actually won? I want to say I played in like over 20. Yeah, I want to say I played in bare minimum 20 Wumper weekends before I actually got a dub. That's how good I was in the competitive scene. Absolutely smashed it. Thank you, Gage, though, for the 5. I appreciate that. TJ hit me with the 279. Can you try Rec Room, please? Lads, listen. I will play... as much as I really appreciate all these donations, there's not much point in just kind of throwing game suggestions at me. I will kind of just play whatever I end up playing. And that's just kind of how it is. But I appreciate it nonetheless. So thank you. Darkborn hit me with the 6 months. You play Pokemon ROM hacks again. Did you know? I wonder what's going on with ROM hacks, because I've been hearing loads of things about. I don't know if it's about people getting into trouble for playing them, but I know I've been hearing about, like, motherfuckers have been cracking down on ROM hacks a little bit. I don't know if I'm hearing that wrong, or if whoever told me that was chatting shit, but I've definitely heard that. So I don't really know what the I don't know what the deal is with those at the moment. Laser, thank you for the 279. Simply says hi. Hello. Caleb with a 5 said, "You really like your Crash 1 playthrough. Will I play the rest of the trilogy?" Actually planning. So here's your preview for kind of what the week's looking like. So there are a couple more PvZ things in the works right now. I did take a little look at some of the newest Reflourished update. More specifically, the April Fool's section. So we're covering that. And then I wanted to... This is why I didn't stream yesterday, for the record. I wanted to get one last session of Capture the Taco in there. Because I have no idea when that's coming back. I don't even know if that might not be coming back until like next year. So I saw that it was the last day. I was like, nah, we can get one last session of this in. So what I'm thinking I might do is after those 2 videos go up, we might just get cracking on Crash 2. We might just get started on that, I think. Thank you for that 5. Very kind of you. Felix with the 199 said, another wave. Do you play any fighting games? Not really. No, I have to say. Fighting games, probably my worst genre. And you know me, I'm pretty shit at most things. But fighting games have got to be like way down there. Like, I'm absolutely abysmal at fighting games. I played a little bit of Dissidia recently, which has been quite fun. It's a decent game. It's definitely I've definitely got my issues with it, but it's good fun, and you know the idea is great. I love the idea of it. So I've been playing a little bit of that. I'm not very good, but yeah, no, I generally don't play much in the way of fighting games. Danny, thank you for the 2. It's your favorite football club? It was Arsenal. Not really much of a football fan anymore, though, these days. Josh Bollen with the 10. Big man, thank you for the tenner. Said, hi Wolfy, love your vids. When are we going to get a Just Dance video? Are we ever going to get a return of the Idiot Endeavor and Wii Sports? God, Just Dance. I can actually, from where I'm sitting right now, I can actually see the case for Just Dance. But I'm pretty sure my Wii doesn't even work anymore. What I am definitely going to do at some point is I'm definitely going to get a hold of the Dolphin emulator, which is the one that you can play Wii games and you can play GameCube games. We're definitely going to get a hold of that at some point because there's definitely some Wii games and shit that I want to play. As for whether I'll do Just Dance or Wii Sports again, I don't know. I got a few other ideas, but that's like a in the future type thing. I'm not too worried about that for right now. Need some war, actually. It's been flipping 25 minutes, and my throat's dry already. Talking too much. Oh, God. I'm in the wrong line of work. Thoring Jaguar. Welcome to the Big Dogs. Thank you for joining up. First member of the night. I really appreciate that. Superman Gaming hit me with a $5. Said, if I start sending you my best PvZ moments, would I watch them and rate them? I've got to be honest with you, mate. I probably won't. Mainly because you wouldn't really have anything to send them to me on. Because people can't message me on PlayStation. I never check my Xbox messages. And I don't have a Twitter. So, yeah, sorry about that. But thank you for the 5 anyway. Apple. Good God. Apple hit me with the 78 months. Crazy. 78 whole months. So what tea are we drinking? It is good old-fashioned Yorkshire Gold. Good old-fashioned Yorkshire. Can't go wrong with it. Cooper McGrath. I was going to say welcome to the Big Dogs. Welcome back to the Big Dogs. Thank you for rejoining, my friend. Darkborn hit me with the £2. Said, being honest, you got me into PvZ Legend. Keep it up. Thank you, Darkborn. I appreciate that. Glad to hear it. Moo, thank you for the $1.99. What is the best biscuit? I'm definitely a rich tea kind of guy. I'm not too fussy. Like, I can do rich tea, digestive, chocolate digestive, even a hobnob. Like I'm quite easy, but my go-to would probably be rich tea. I do like a good rich tea, I have to say. Josh Bolin hit me with another tenner. What a legend. He said, big fan of watching your content for a couple of years. Always been a pleasure to watch your vids, and it fills me with happiness. You're one of a kind, and you're my favorite YouTuber. Thank you so much, Josh. I really appreciate that. You're an absolute legend. Thank you for the kind words. And Stardust rejoining the Big Dogs. Welcome back to the Big Dogs. See, I can tell by the color. I can tell by the color of the icon. Nice little life hack there. Do you know, there's not much point in me having there's really no point in me having OBS open if I've got the chat on the YouTube page. I might as well just keep the YouTube page up, honestly, at this point. Nickel, welcome back to the Big Dogs. Thank you for rejoining. I appreciate that. Welcome back to the Cool Club. Nah, it's alright, Nickel, man. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You bought the plushie? Big man. Thank you, Doe Wolf. Oh, thank you, Alexia. I really appreciate that. Why is it tea time? Because that's how the stars have aligned. It's destiny. Can't really argue with that. The question is, are you a custard cream or a bourbon kind of guy? I'm definitely a custard cream kind of guy. Not that big on bourbons, I have to say. But I do love a custard cream. I don't know if I'm going to get crucified for saying that, but yeah, I know I'm definitely a custard cream. I've got to be in the mood for a custard cream, though. I've got to be in the mood for those. I think I'm a little bit like, why would you eat a custard cream when Oreos exists? But I think sometimes you might just fancy a custard cream. I don't know. You tell me, chat. What's your go-to biscuit? What is chat's go-to biscuit? Because I've never really had this discussion with anyone before. So I don't even know. I don't know if my take is weird. Like, what do you, man, have with your I won't just say a tea, your beverage of choice? Do you love a good custard cream? Bourbon? A chocolate hobnob? Not bad. Hamburg. Seen a lot of people saying chocolate digestives. Jammy Dodgers. Interesting. Interesting. Next someone's going to say party rings. Our collab is slowly getting my viewership up again. Got to do more of them. Got to get those numbers up. Rookie numbers. Come on. We totally should, though. We should just get on games more and just fuck around. This is what I was saying in my last video. Like, we should totally do more shit like that. We got another one here. G-Man hit me with a $5. He said, I too am a big tea drinker. It's not a popular choice in the US, but I prefer it to coffee. Based. That is the correct answer. You said onion rings? Alright. Thank you, G-Man. That 5. Legend. And Josh hit me with another $4.99. He said, I got a question. What's your favourite type of cheese? And what are your plans for the future? I think my favourite cheese... it's got to be halloumi. You cannot go wrong with a bit of halloumi. Especially in a burger. Fucking hell, if you had halloumi in a burger, that shit is divine. Have I ever eaten a tea bag? Can't say I have. I've done many things in my near 30 years of existence. Eating a tea bag is actually not one of them. Wolfy Playz looks like my nan. Your nan must look damn good. Shout out to your nan. Aged cheese of any type, of any kind. I think, like, I can easily... I don't eat like Ponzi cheeses or like fancy cheeses. Like I'm cool with shit like cheddar, brie is good, mozzarella or mozzarella, like a bit of mozzarella, that's good. I definitely say halloumi's the favorite though. Gang beasts would be fun, but some people are actively ducking me. See, I'd rather just play Party Animals. Party Animals is literally Gang Beasts, but better. At this point. I definitely like a bit of Party Animals. Fell behind a little bit here. Excuse me. Kill Mimikyu. Not very nice. Isn't Mimikyu already dead? Anyway, kill Mimikyu with a £5. Strange question, Cam. If you had to make a future Paradox Pokemon, what would it be called? God, I'm gonna have to think on this one. Oh shit, you put me on the spot. My own future Paradox. Let's think. First of all, what would it be? What? I'm gonna not be a basic bitch and steal the one idea that I saw, like, when that was all, like, happening, yeah, there was some guy who made, like, a load of, like, fan-made ones, and he actually made, like, a future, it was basically a hybrid of Zangoose and Seviper called, like, Iron Hunter, where it was basically Zangoose, but it had, like, Seviper for an arm. That was cool. I like that one. That was cool. So I'm gonna not be a basic bitch and nick that one. I'm gonna try and come up with my own. Who would have a good future paradox? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You're gonna like this one. Some of you are gonna like this one. We're gonna go future paradox. Golurk, Iron Giant. See what I did there? See what I did there? There you go. Iron Big Man. There's already an Iron Big Man. That's Iron Thorns. I don't even like Iron Thorns, really. I was a bit disappointed with that one. I wasn't that big on Iron Thorns. I have to say I wasn't that big on the Iron, just the future paradoxes in general. But hey, listen, my Golurk idea kind of slaps though. That is not a bad idea. Bro is cooking. Absolutely. Future Glalie. I'll be surprised if people even remember that Glalie exists. Listen, I'm not gonna. I ain't gonna come up with a better idea than that. That's the best idea I'm ever gonna come up with. Felix, thank you for the 199. How about another wave? Let's have another one back. Appreciate that. The Unnamed hit me with a tenner. Big man. He said, hello, Wolfy. Always loved your videos. I find you to be one of the more funny YouTubers I watch. By the way, my favorite drink used to be soda. But honestly, I like them all. I even have books about drinks. Quite the enthusiast then. Damn, okay. Well, thank you for the kind words, and thank you for the tenner. I really appreciate that. Shell Hard with £2. Worst biscuit when dipped into tea. I'm not sure if that was a question, but I'm sure we've all been there before. And I have to say, this is going to be my one criticism against rich teas. As much as I love them, this is going to be the one thing I say against it. I can't tell you how many times I've gone to dip the rich tea in the cuppa and then pulled it out, and half of it is just missing. Half of it's just gone into the oblivion, into the live stream. There it is. That's it. And then, you know, that shit's gonna like dissolve in there, and it's kind of a dead cup of tea after that. Like, honestly, we've all been there. You need biscuits with good structural integrity, not the lumpy bits in the bottom. Exactly. Yeah, dead ass. Yes. Oh. It's a sad day for the corner when that happens. I mean, there's going to be at least one person in chat who's probably into it. At least one. At least one. Finster, thank you for the $6.99. Said, hi, Wolfie. You're such an amazing, cool person. Stop it. Love your videos. Keep doing what you love the best. Is it possible to add you on PlayStation? It isn't. I actually don't have... I have pretty much no one added on PlayStation. Because I basically just like I completely locked down the account, so like no one can even add me. There would be no point to adding me anyway, because like I really don't. I so rarely ever like get on games and like actually play with people. But I appreciate the $6.99. Thank you very much. Tulip, joining the big dogs. Welcome to the big dogs. Good to have you on board. Thank you very much for joining up. What a legend. Josh, hit with the $4.99. In your opinion, what is your favorite series you've ever done? I swear we had this discussion. We had this discussion last week, didn't we? And I think I said it was between Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Scarlet for the two favorite series that I've done. I can't remember if we actually ever reached a verdict on... I can't remember if we ever reached a verdict on which one took the top spot. I'm probably going to say... I mean, it's, you know what, it's kind of, it's weird because I kind of enjoyed them both for different reasons. Like, in terms of which game I like more, it's a no contest. Like, I like Pokemon Scarlet more, like, by a country mile. It was so much better. But I really enjoyed doing Sword just because that was my first like getting back into Pokemon. And like we had such a laugh with that series. It was such a shit game. It was such a fucking shit game, but we just took the piss and had fun with it. Like basically for an entire series. So it's kind of a tough one. We might even have to tie it. I maybe had a bit more fun playing Pokemon Sword, but that's not because it was the better game. Like, if Pokemon Scarlet had been my first one back, I probably would have had even more fun. But I think Pokemon Scarlet was definitely the better game. I don't know. In terms of, like, which series I just flat out enjoyed doing the most, I'm gonna just say... I'm gonna give it to Scarlet. I'm gonna give it to Pokemon Scarlet. That's where that vote's gonna go, I think. And it's not even on the main channel. Done that one. Nailed that one. Thank you for that, Josh. Wait. Yes, thank you for that, Josh. Sorry, I got confused. Sourflower, hit me with the £2, just said Ohio. Thank you for that. Kill Mimikyu hit me with another $5. Said, thank you for answering my backwards question. Thoughts on the noise updates? Well, I actually haven't played it yet. But like I said earlier, it is on. It is definitely on the to-do lists. Because that honestly... That looks like that would be quite fun. So, yeah, we'll definitely... and I know you, Matt, I have to say, on the topic of series that I enjoyed doing... Pizza Tower was good fun. And that's saying something because I very rarely enjoy games like that. I definitely enjoyed Pizza Tower. So, yeah, we will for sure take a look at that noise update at some point. And Josh hit me with another 2 there. Just asked the same question. Thank you for that, Josh. G-Man hit me with another 5. Said another 5 for the big man. Just want to say, been watching since 2018. And you're my original inspiration for starting content this year. Oh, what a legend. Well, listen, mate. Good luck with that. I hope that you have to come and update me how that's going. I hope that goes well for you. Big man, best of luck. Sourflower hit me with another £2. Said Ohio, just a little bit more stretched out than last time. Reth Charisma, welcome to the Big Dogs. Thank you for joining up. Appreciate that. Hyalia gifted 5 memberships. Well, hey. Hold up, 5 new Big Dogs memberships. Thank you, Hyalia, for that. And Big Alf, hold on, with the 99.99. Holy shit! Said, I hope everyone in the stream has a wonderful day. That includes you too, Wolfy. Mate, Alf. What are you doing, man? Hit me with the 100. What an absolute... What an absolute... I'm not even a king. What an absolute emperor. Mate, let's get some love in chat for Big Alf. Let me see some love in the chat. Come on. What an absolute legend. You can even have a round of applause for that one. Because I'm cringe and I do that. Mate, thank you so much, Big Alf. That is so generous of you. Thank you so much for the 100. You did not have to throw that much money at me. I really appreciate that. Thank you. What an absolute legend. Bro paying my taxes for real. Like, dead ass. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Josh hit me with the $4.99. Said, if there was a game to come out... what would it be? What would be the story? And how would it start and end? Was in, like, it can just be, like, whatever I want? I mean, if we're talking, like, if a game could just come out, like, whatever I want, whenever I want, then it's like, yeah, can we have part 3 of Remake, like, next week? Please. And I'll let them decide how it starts and how it ends. Because that's what they're good at. Damn, you man are being so generous. Chris Rubino hit me with a tenner. Said, love the streams, big man. Thank you, Chris. My God, you guys. Chill. Relax. My God, thank you for the tenner, man. And Connor hit me with the $4.99. Who do you hate more between the Wobbuffet that killed methane in Fire Red or the G-Max Orbital? Ah, the Wobbuffet. Definitely the Wobbuffet. See, like, the G-Max Orbital The G-Max Orbital was a stubborn son of a bitch. But the Wobbuffet, that was so personal. The fact that it was methane as well, that was so personal. Like, the Orbital pissed me off, but it didn't feel too personal. The Wobbuffet was personal. That was very personal. So I'm going to say that one. The Modding T hit me with the $2. I've considered playing Rain World. I've actually never heard of Rain World, to be honest. But thank you for the 2. I appreciate that. What's up, Sans? How you doing, man? Never forget. I can't forget. It's just not within my capacity. Right, I think we're actually caught up for the moment. Somehow. I don't know how we managed that. How much of a Skyrim fan am I? Well, I've lost count of how many times I played through the game, so probably a fairly big fan. It's like one of those. I come to realize something. Do you know how I think you can tell what your like all-time favorite games are the ones that you kind of come back to like multiple times, no matter how long it's been. And I've realized I have at least 4 games that I do that with, where no matter how long it's been, I will always come back and play it again. It'd be I'd round it out nicely if I could make like a top 5, but I can't really think of a 5th one off the top of my head. But yeah, I've come back and played through, like, Skyrim's one of those games, like, every couple of years, I'll come back and just sit and play through it again. And I'll do the same thing with Final Fantasy X, I'll do the same thing with Gran Turismo 3, and do you know what? I clearly fucking do it with Garden Warfare 2 as well. That's clearly on the list. I don't actually feel that urge with any other PvZ game. I don't feel that urge with Garden Warfare 1 or BFN or any of the tower defense games. Just Garden Warfare 2, specifically. I think the last time I played through Skyrim, I actually did, for the first time, like, I actually did play it with some proper mods. Like, I did it on PC for the first time and actually got some decent mods. I don't even know if I can't even remember if that was on this PC, so I don't know if I still have the stuff to do that. Happy Wars? No, I don't think I'd say Happy Wars is on there. Just like I wouldn't say GoldenEye's on there. They were just like games that I was playing on the regular at the time. Does the same thing with Honey Pop. Yeah, there we go. That's the 5th game right there. Honey Pop. Nailed it. Ain't nailed shit in real life, but on the game. God's sake. Okay, let's have another catch up. Sour Flower, thank you for the £2. Can you please do a loud scream? No, I'm gonna chill. My voice is already struggling a little bit, but thank you. Cal, thank you for the $1.99. I have a plan to replay Pokemon Black. Do you know? Probably no. I'll probably just wait until they remake it, and then I'll sit and play through the remake when they do that. Firestorm J, welcome to the Big Dogs. Thank you for joining up. What a legend. And Josh hit me with another $4.99. He said, good night, Wolfy. Good night, chat. Excited for the next video. Good man. Thank you for the $4.99. Thank you for all the other donations as well. You enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you. Appreciate you coming by. And Brownie2320 joined up with the Big Dogs as well. Thank you for joining. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. And Sam, thank you for the $1.99. Will I bring back a ROM hack? I don't know. I have no plans to at the moment, but... Fuck off, Moki. You're a nerd. How are you doing here? I like the way I just glance at chat and it's like literally eyes fucking laser focused lock onto that name instantly. How you doing, baby? What you doing here? Said that like you're my kid. Pebble Soup, welcome to the Big Dogs. Thank you for joining up. Legend, thank you very much. Sourflower, thank you for the £2. No need to scream you're a legend. Also, Ohio. Go out on a limb and say you like Ohio. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 2. Brownie hit me with the $5. Do I have a plan on returning to Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion? No, I don't know. Probably not. I thought the game was... It was okay. It was okay. I was happy with what I played of it, but I don't particularly I don't think that I'll go back to it. What else we got? Snapdragon, thank you for the $1.99. Star Wars? Oh no, I don't think I'll be doing anything Star Wars anymore, to be honest with you. I honestly I couldn't be less interested in Star Wars these days. Like I really couldn't. Like it was fun to do Battlefront 2 for a little bit. Just because I actually thought the game was kind of fun. But yeah, I couldn't be less interested in Star Wars anymore. That shit has just gone... I'm sure most of you can agree. Bo Playz, thank you for the £5. So thank you for all your great videos. Thank you for watching them. More like. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. And Big Alf hit me with another 50. So thank you for uploading so much amusing content for us all. You're a standout comedian on this platform. And one of the most down-to-earth and genuine dudes on YouTube. I'll always respect you, boss. Alf, you're killing me. You're paying my taxes and you're killing me. You can't keep doing this. Lads, we need to see some more love in chat for my guy Big Alf. Hit me with a big 50 squiddly diddlies. What an absolute Chad. Thank you so much, man. Honestly, you are way too generous. You're way too generous throwing that much at me. But I really appreciate the kind words. And listen, you lads, there wouldn't be much point me making all these shit videos if you lot weren't watching them. So thank you to all of you for actually just watching them and enjoying them and supporting them. Like, I can't ask for any more than that, honestly. So thank you guys. Thank you guys. You're the reason all of this is possible. Otherwise, you know, I'd probably, you know, be flipping someone in Burger King. Something like that. Iron, thank you for the 11 months. It's a Crash 4 106% when. How did we even... I can't even remember how far we got into Crash 4, but Jesus Christ, that shit was... Oh my god. That shit was so frustrating. You should show us the Angel Goblin combo in Clash. No, do you know the fight? Do you know what, Joe? So many, like, for some reason, like, Clash Royale has just made this massive fucking resurgence. And so many people who watch my channel also watch Clash. Because, like, I can see, because I think I've said this before, it has, like, a thing in your statistics where it, like, tells you, like, people who watch your channel, like, what other channels they watch. And I swear to God, like, half of them are just Clash channels. Like, so many of them are just Clash Royale channels. And it's like, last time I checked, like, Clash Royale was shutting down. Like, Clash Royale, like, they were going to do, like, one final update. This was, like, a year or two ago. They were going to do, like, one final update. And then they're like, no, that's it. We're done. We're done after that. And then they were just like, oh, never mind. So you say do the Goblin Angel combo, but fucking people probably would want to see that. I just don't know if I can start playing Clash Royale. Oh. What you guys have got to understand, those games do things to me, and not in a good way. Like, it's the same kind of shit where I had to stop playing games like FIFA, and I had to stop playing games like Call of Duty, because, like, dude, that shit would make me so... That shit would make me so angry. Like, actually, like something possessed angry. Like, it was not good. Like, to the point where I actually felt the need to stop playing. Like, I know I get mad at shit anyway, but it's like a somewhat acceptable level. But, like, games like that was just like... It started to come back a little bit again with, well, I tried playing Crash Team Rumble for a little bit. And it was I probably got it when I played Pokemon Unite as well. It's something about MOBAs. MOBAs or just like really competitive style multiplayer games. Nah. They hit different and not in a good way. Like that, they just bother me. They bother me so much. Play some FIFA. I don't ever want to touch a FIFA game again in my entire life. Ever. Never want to touch one of those games again. Yeah, but like Happy Wars, it was a bit more, we could manage it a bit better in Happy Wars. Because aside from the fact that we had Joey with us half the time, and he was like, he get more animated than you and me combined. And then most of the time we were just like fuck-assing around in co-op anyway. So we were just playing against computers. And like the once in a blue moon time that we would actually play a quick match, then it suddenly goes up to another level. Sam, thank you for the $1.99. Worst I've ever raged at a game? What a fitting question for right now. Okay. It was either... I can remember... 2 specific incidents. I can remember 2 specific incidents. I want to say one of them was a FIFA incident. One of them was a FIFA incident where I think I actually I want to say this is back in the Xbox 360 days. I got so mad that I was playing online. I ejected the disc mid-match and I just frisbeed it across my room as hard as I could. And it's just like, do you know what the most pathetic thing was? Like, you would think like the disc would just shatter to pieces. No, it didn't. It hit the wall and like the tiniest little bit of the disc chipped off. Like, just enough so the disc wouldn't work again. But like, I couldn't even have the satisfaction of completely shredding the disc. It's like the tiniest little bit chipped off of it. And I honestly, that was one. And then the other one was actually when I was, I think I was playing Friday the 13th. Yeah, I was playing Friday the 13th. What's up, Cammy? How you doing? I was playing Friday the 13th, and I think I was in a match. If you play Friday the 13th, you definitely had a game like this where you get Jason and you're up against those counselors who just do not let you play the game. Like, they all play Chad in their leopard print Speedos. They all go and get baseball bats and they just smack you around. They were trying to kill me. And I think they might have actually succeeded. And I remember I absolutely lost my shit then as well. And that was actually... I had, you remember I had the old hockey mask, the old Jason Voorhees mask. That actually got broken because it was like sitting on the side and I like threw the controller at the mask. And that was a better one. The mask just like completely shattered. Like it just like exploded. But anyone who played Friday the 13th, you have been like you have been in a match like that before. Like you would get them games where the counselors would just bully you. Like it was horrible. It, like, honestly, shit was rough. So I think those are the worst two that I can recall. I think those are the only two instances that I can recall where, like, I actually broke something. Like, I'm normally like, yeah, I get animated and I get mad, but I very rarely actually break something. I think those are the only two times I ever actually broke something. Yeah, don't want to do that again, which is why I don't play Clash. Firestorm J, thank you for the 5. Said, discovered your channel when you were doing PvZ2 playthroughs. Been loving your content ever since. Thank you, Jay. I really appreciate that. Glad you enjoyed them. Sourflower hit me with a 2. Said Ohio reveal. Well, I don't keep one over here, so. And if I did, I wouldn't show you. Anyway, Odin. Welcome to the big dogs. Thank you for joining up. I actually missed a couple there. Thank you, Odin. I appreciate that. Duck in a Pool hit me with a 35. Czar said, this stream is like a money printer, and I'm here for it. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. LGBLT Sandwich hit me with a 4.99. Said, long time viewer, first time commenter. I'm pretty sure you're not a first time commenter, but yeah. Been a little while. Where did you come up with that channel name? LG? I mean, I get it. Yeah, hysterical. But, like, what was it before that? It was, like, Pandemonium or something like that. But, yeah, good to see you here anyway. Not Enough Chaos. Welcome to the big dogs. Thank you for joining up. Appreciate that. Stardust. Hit me with the £2. Would Sonic 1 be good for games that take me back? Probably not. I didn't really used to play much Sonic games. I didn't really play Mario games or Sonic games like that. It was more shit like Crash and Spyro. That was more my sort of thing. God. Probably should have got over this flipping cold before I did this. Non-stop Rick hit me with the €2. Said, have you played Resident Evil 2 or 4? I played 2. I haven't played 4. And it was the remake. It wasn't the not the original. Need to get together and play some PvZ2 sometime. Too bad we have 8+ hour difference now. Oh, we can figure something out. If you're up for that, mate, I'm totally up for that. If you're up for that, like 100%, we should absolutely do that. And I see the other one lurking around on Xbox. Maybe we should hit him up as well. Tell him to stop hiding, stop ducking. No, that'd be cool. I'd be up for that. Duck in a Pool. Hit me with the 14 Czar. Which Garden Warfare 2 plant looks the tastiest? My mind instantly went breakfast brains. That's not a plant. So can't say that. Don't even particularly want to answer this question, really. I mean, I feel like I don't want to answer this. I think it's definitely got to be the tree X1000. Definitely. The Thanos tree. No, the Gingerbark house. Now see, I should have just said the Gingerbark house. That would have been better. There you go. I feel like that's an acceptable answer. That's as good as it's going to get. Include me and you've got the most volatile Garden Warfare 2 group imaginable. Dude, that would actually... Dude, that'd actually go insane. That would be like a Black Materia level calamity that would. Easy 2 million views. It'd probably be more than that. Bro. That would be beyond volatile. That would straight up just blow up the planet. Tulip, thank you for the $5. I've got a bit of a different question for you. What are your top 3 anime, and why isn't Full Metal Alchemist one of them? Well, probably because I don't really watch anime, to be honest. But I don't realize until now as a reference to the Terminator. It's an interesting one, but top 3 anime. See, like I've yeah, I'm just not really an anime person. Is like, the thing is, I barely even get the time to sit down and like play all of the games that I want to play. Like, there's no shot I'd have time to sit down and binge watch anime. It's not that I wouldn't want to. Like, I've heard there's like loads of really good anime, but there's just no way that I get the time to do that. The only one I can actually think of that I've literally watched from start to finish completely is Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Like, every other one that I've ever sort of tried to watch, I've never, like, made it to the end. But this is, like, you're talking, this was back when I was, like, 18. This is when I was, like, still at school. And here's a fun fact for you. That's actually what I spent my study leave doing. I didn't do a fucking second of studying for my A-levels. I binge-watched anime my entire study leave. And I still passed my exams. Undefeated. Barely, like, literally by the skin of my teeth passed them. But a pass is a pass. A win's a win. I'll take that. Firestorm J, thank you for the $2. Ever thought of playing Chinese PvZ2? I tell you what interests me about Chinese PvZ2 is they got that versus mode. Or am I thinking of someone else? I swear, is it Chinese PvZ2 that's got that like versus mode? That's kind of a little bit more like the PvZ1 versus mode? Or am I thinking of something completely different? Undisputed laziness. I wouldn't call it lazy. I was very committed. I was very on it. Just not with the things that I should have been. But you know what the thing is in hindsight, even though I passed those A-levels, I've never used a single one of them. Like, they are worthless. Absolutely. The only things I've ever needed from school was like GCSE English and maths, which is like just a kind of standard when you go and get a job. They like it if you have GCSEs in English and maths, you know, just to make sure that you can read, write, and count. But other than that, like, I've literally never used any of the others. I've never used any of the A-levels. So, like, honestly, sixth form was just kind of a waste of time, to be honest. Not that I did the most useful A-levels in the world. What did I pick for A-levels? Okay, so I did, the one vaguely useful one I did was product design. That, I could have maybe gone somewhere with that. I had no intention of going anywhere with that. It's just, I'll be honest with you, like, they put a flipping sheet in front of you with, these are the options, and there's, like, different categories, and it's just like, which subjects can I stomach doing for the next 2 years? And yeah, so product design was probably the most useful one. I did French, which you don't need me to tell you. Doing an A-level in a language, you literally couldn't do anything more useless than that. You are never ever going to learn to speak a language fluently by taking it for GCSE or A-level. If you want to learn to speak a language fluently, you basically have to go and live in a country that speaks that language. So doing a GCSE and A-level in French, total waste of time. I don't remember fucking any of it. I remember absolutely none of it. I unironically, probably know more Japanese than I do French now. That's how little I remember. And my Japanese is piss poor. So, and then the last one was, yeah, this one. This one's going to really shock you. You're not going to believe this one. You ain't going to believe I did this one. Philosophy. I know. That's so unlike me to take an A level like that. But, yeah. And what the fuck was I going to do with that? What job are you going to get on the back of philosophy? Becoming an Uber driver? Uber drivers weren't even a thing back then. It wasn't even a thing when I was in school. I would have had to have become like a black cab driver in central London. Wolfy the Wise. Yeah, that's the one. Wolfy the fucking Wise. Or not. But yeah. I passed French by speaking the most broken French possible. I literally went into my test expecting to fail. We, when we did it, it wasn't quite so bad at A level, but when we did our GCSE, because like, you didn't just do exams, you had to do like sort of coursework assessments as well. Where like there was the one where you had to do a writing one, you had to do a speaking one, where you had to have like a recorded conversation. But in GCSE, it was completely pointless because you were allowed to write down an exact script of what you were going to say, and then you were allowed to go away and memorize the whole thing. So I ended up getting, like, in the speaking exam, I ended up getting literally full marks because I wrote down the scripts. Like, the teacher gave me a list of what the questions were going to be. I wrote down answers, like, went back and forth with the teacher multiple times to make sure that it was all, like, grammatically correct and, like, at the level it needed to be. And then I just fucked off and memorized it. I just had to memorize, like, 3 paragraphs. I was like, it was the easiest shit ever. And it's like, I've not really... I passed, but I didn't really do anything. It's just like, oh, well done, you can remember 3 blocks of text. Well done. Have a qualification. So, it almost felt like cheating, but they let us do it. They didn't have a problem. They didn't seem to have a problem with us doing it. A-level was a bit different. A-level, I had to... They wouldn't tell me what the questions were, so I did have to improv it. But I at least knew what the topic was going to be. So that kind of made it... It would have been like... If it had just been like a completely random topic, I would have been fucked. I wouldn't know what to do. Education fucking sucks. It's... I don't know if it's just me who thinks this, but... This might be a super hot take, but I feel like school is not really designed to actually make you very smart. I feel like school is like tailor-made to like turn you into someone who's just gonna go and work in an office for 50 years. They don't, like, if you want to actually do something a bit beyond that, they don't prepare you for that kind of shit at all. Like, they will not give you the tools to do any more than that. It's like, they'll teach you how to just go and be a hamster in a wheel, basically. Or as they call it, a wage slave. That's basically what they teach you. Because think of it this way. In just a minute. Think of it this way. Imagine all of the useful shit they could actually teach you in school. Imagine all of the useful shit they could teach you in maths alone. Like, think about maths alone. They could teach you all about taxes. Like, they could literally teach you how to do, like, your own tax returns and stuff like that. Like, there's so many things that, like, you could flip in, You could have like an A level in like accountancy. Why is that? Like, instead of just doing like advanced maths for A level, why don't you have an A level in like teaching people accountancy? Like people need accountants. That's such an important job, and like if you're good at it, then it can be a very well-paying job. Like accountancy, like you can make some good money doing that. Like why don't they think to teach people that sort of thing? That's just like one example, and it's a vague example, but you know what I mean? Like I just felt there's so many useful things they could teach you that they don't. I never did business studies, so I don't know how that differs. I don't know what they teach in business studies, if what they teach you is actually any good, or I see at a college. I can understand them doing it at a college. That sounds about right. But like I'm talking like at a normal school for like GCSE and like with sixth form and A levels. At a college, yeah, at college you tend to get more. You can do more practical things. Like we had a college right around the corner from where my school was, and I like spoke to a few of the people going there, and they were telling me like the courses they do there, and I was like, they had courses in like plumbing, hairdressing, shit like that, and it's like even just like things like that. It's like that's so much more practical than let's learn fucking advanced maths and English literature. Let's learn even more Shakespeare because that's going to be helpful. Like, I don't. I'm not gonna go on a massive tangent about it, but yeah. I just feel like there's so much wasted opportunity, but maybe it's intentional. I don't know. Felix, thank you for the 199. He said, been a while since the last wave. Thank you, Felix. Appreciate that. The Derp hit me with the 3 months. He said, you ever heard of cassette beasts? No, I can't say I have. Can't say I have. Lord Vanquish 14, welcome to the Big Dogs. Thank you for joining up. Appreciate that, my guy. Crypt hit me with the 11 months. Said, take my money and shut up. Yes, sir. What else we got? The Alpha Tran hit me with 199. Said, do you think a collab with Queso would be fun? It would never happen, but yeah, probably. Dude's got like what, like 2 million subs now? Yeah, that ain't happening. No, I like Queso. He's chill. Razor Blazer XD hit me with a 50. Shit. Hold on. He said, hey, Wolfy, your Pokemon Sword and Scarlet videos got me into the series, and now I have a clinical addiction. I love and hate you for this. For real, though, love you and your content. Keep it up. Mate, Razor Blazer. What an absolute legend. Thank you so much for the 50. That is very, very kind of you. Lads, let's show a bit of love to my guy, Razor Blazer, in the chat. What an absolute legend hitting us with a 50 bomb. Glad to hear that my awful Pokemon series got you into Pokemon. That's a victory with which I'm delighted. Thank you very much for that, mate. I really appreciate it. That's very kind of you. And Akubi, welcome to the Big Dogs. Thank you for joining. Really appreciate that. Thank you, mate. Oh, my throat is so dry. My throat is so fucking dry. 2 million elixir. Oh god, this is gonna start now. This ain't even his chat. Brax, thank you for the 279. So you should try Agent P vs Super Commando in Garden Warfare 2. They'd probably be about even. I've seen some dirty Agent Ps though. Well, I mean dirty. Especially on PC. Like, you go crazy on there. Talk past the limit on these streams. I actually do. Like, I might have to go make myself another tea because I am, dudes, I'm struggling. Like literally, my throat is so dry. I can't even begin to tell you. I'm gonna go. I'll go make a tea in a minute. Give myself like a slight break, like a few minutes off. Oh god. Leffian Arts, thank you for joining the Big Dogs, mate. Welcome aboard. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Okay, listen, lads. I'm gonna go and fix up another cuppa real quick, and we'll be back. And I shall continue doing my voice no favors. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back very shortly. I'm going to back up like this just in case I have a super sweaty back. So you don't have to look at it. Grey shirts ain't the one. Don't do it. we're back, lads. Feel a bit better now. Bit more refreshed. I'm not gonna lie to you, I went downstairs and I just like chugged like half a carton of milk. It's just like, I need something. So I went to get the milk, but unlike your dad, I actually did come back. I'm joking. I'm joking. That was a bit out of pocket, but that's what you come here for. Logan Tinker, thank you for the £5. I've been watching since year 6. I'm in 6th form now. Always enjoyed your videos, and it's nice to see your channel grow so much. Keep it up, man. Thank you so much, Logan. Have fun with the old 6th form. Can't say that I miss it. That was. In fact, you know, I'm not sure I can think of 2 years that I enjoyed less than 6th form. Like that shit was. Ugh. Who said I wanted you to come back anyway? All right. Yeah. I remember those times. They were not good times. Your neighborhood slug. Welcome to the big dogs. Thank you for joining up. Okay, yeah, no, okay. All right. Hold on a minute, Bob. Yeah, I am nowhere near yours and Jack's level. Absolutely nowhere near. I make a joke about your dad going to get the milk. You two were sat on the flipping party chat talking about eating babies. I don't think we're quite. We're not quite on the same level. But, like, give me, like, a couple more years, and I'll be at that point where I just, like, wait until I hit 30. As soon as I hit 30, I'm literally using that as an excuse to not give a fuck anymore. That's just going to be my excuse to just say the most out-of-pocket shit and just be like, nah. You know, kind of like how Vanos is now, where he just says, like, the most out-of-pocket shit now. He just doesn't give a fuck anymore. Like, that's going to be me when I hit 30. The Monotone. Thank you for the $4.99. Wolfy, been a long-time fan of 7 years. I remember when I watched you stream, you told me to go fuck myself. Loved you ever since. Wish I could give more. Well, I'd love to know the context of that. Thank you very much for the 5. That's a hell of a callback. You talked about pushing kids off a second story. Is that worse than wanting to eat them? We're literally not having this discussion. Was I born in the 1900s? Yes, I was. 90s kid. You just realised that I'm British? I don't know how I managed to give that one away. Thought I was hiding it a bit better than that. I'm a bit disappointed in myself. Jason, thank you for the $2. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. That's one thing I like and hate about the 4 seasons of the year. Summer, warm, hay fever. Autumn. Don't mind autumn, but it starts to get cold. Winter, very cold. But I guess Christmas is alright. Spring starts to get warm again, but fucking hay fever comes back. And then repeat the cycle. Actually, he's Welsh as indicated by his girlfriend being a sheep. Well, Avery, very bold of you to assume that I have a girlfriend. I don't know about the UK, but it's freedom of speech to talk about eating children. Yeah, we don't have that over here. Freedom of speech. What's that? Bro, over here, you can get fucking arrested for sharing memes on WhatsApp. And I'm not even joking. You can get nicked for sharing memes in private WhatsApp groups. Freedom of speech, my ass. Ain't no freedom of fuck all. Boyfriend. Yeah, that's the one. Got a good question. Do you talk to Zero still? Not really. I haven't in a while. Scotland hate crime bill. Oh my god. Dude, you know, I've got so much, well, not so much, but I've got a fair bit of family up in Scotland. Bro. They have not shut up about it. And I'm not surprised. But yeah. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, but listen, over this side of the pond, we're going down in flames. The Titanic ain't got shit on us. It's all going to absolute shit over here. So much so that you can almost see the funny side of it. How do you get unbanned from Twitter after being permabanned? I don't think you do. I think that's the whole point of a permaban. Got another runner. Previously convicted of sharing memes on a private WhatsApp group. High level threat. Yeah. The sad thing is you joke about it, but it's not even that inaccurate. Like, that's the fucking joke, is that it actually does happen. It actually does happen. What's Twitter? I don't know. Sounds like a sort of spaceship. I don't know. Do you reckon you could, like, do you reckon they'll, like, sentence you based on, like, what type of meme it is? Maybe you only get, like, community service if it's, like, a Virgin versus Chad meme. And then if it's, like, a... I don't know. Maybe if it's, like, a... Maybe it's, like, a bald Wolfy joke. You're like a bald Wolfy meme. Maybe that's, like, a good couple of months inside. Suspended sentence, maybe. Level 50 cringe, 30 years. If it's Pepe, it's a life sentence. If you get caught if you get caught posting a slander video, that might have to be execution. It might have to be death row for that one. It's a big chunkus death sentence. Fucking hell. It's based on how cringy it is. Oh, God. Definitely, if it's a slander video or if it's a, like, stop posting about Among Us, that's got to be death row, surely. Thomas the Wank Engine. How many years is that getting you? Wonder if we'll get in trouble just for talking about this. Imagine that being sent to the jury. Yes, Your Honor. The problem we currently have a hung jury because half of the jury thought it was based and the other half thought it was cringe. I have to call someone up to the flipping stand with like a big tablet or a projector, and they start playing like Jet Sonic memes. But you see, Your Honor, he said my Jordans were fake. Is tea time's going to get you the death penalty? Worth. Definitely worth. Some of us may die, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I appreciate it, Wyatt. Thank you. Oh, man. Ugandan Knuckles. Oh, my God. Fucking remember that one. Why was that ever a thing? Like, there are some memes that come out where I'm just like, why? Call up the defense barrister. Is it true? Did you or did you not describe my client as having L-Riz? Yeah, we're getting raided for this one. I think I can hear the helicopters, actually. Objection, he doesn't know the way. Did you watch Angry Kid? I actually did watch Angry Kid. Like, when that first came out years and years ago. I actually did watch that. Oh, God. Imagine someone putting a troll face. That's like so old school. Now imagine they pull up with like video evidence and then it's a Rickroll. Fucking Rickroll the jury. My client pleads on God. Oh, fucking hell. About the video where the guy freaked out about his World of Warcraft account being cancelled and he shoved the TV remote up his ass? Yeah, I remember that one. That was a classic. That was an absolute classic. Oh god, I remember so many of those like old viral videos. There was like Charlie bit my finger. There was that one. Oh god, what else was there? Basically everything that Smosh did. And Fred. Because he was actually the biggest YouTuber once. I fucking can't with you lot, man. What do you see? I portray the defendant as the soy jack. In this here diagram. Oh, man. I can't with you lot. Fucking hell. D6. God. Those are the days we need to go back to. The D6 days. With all due respect, Your Honor, who asked? Annoying orange. Oh my fucking god. Oh god, and that fucking gummy bear song. Oh no. Who remembers that shit? The fucking gummy. Oh, I used to hate that video so much. Oh, I used to fucking hate that so much. Yeah, there was so many, like, God. And that's the thing, back then, like, it's so different to now, because, like, now, like, making a video that goes viral is, like, it's almost like such a dedicated effort. Whereas back in the day, it would just be the most random shit ever. Like, it would, like, the most random shit would just go viral for no reason. Like the panda sneezing. Why the fuck did that ever go viral? I don't know. But it did. There's no explanation to it. It just happened. Just how it is. Chocolate rain. Yeah, I remember chocolate rain. Yeah, God, there was all sorts. Crazy Frog. Oh, I remember the Crazy Frog. Yep. The duck song. That was a classic. I love the duck song. Got any grapes? I absolutely remember the duck song. See, this is bringing back good memories. And then there was the like the 2-minute loop video of that Stormtrooper air humping, which, as you can imagine, I took a lot of inspiration from myself. Get no scoped. I remember that. Yeah, that was the. I specifically remember that, like, that video. It was called like Fat Kids Screaming at Black Ops, and it was like a quadrilogy. There were like 4 different videos, all of the same kid being filmed by his brother. While he was just screaming at Black Ops. Yeah, I remember when all the MLG shit started becoming popular as well. Nyan Cat, yep. Remember Nyan Cat? Meat Spin. No, I'm not strictly sure you find that on YouTube, but yeah, I believe it or not, I do remember Meat Spin. I remember lemonparty.org. I got tricked into going there once. That was all that was like the ultimate prank back in the day. Was like you trick your mates into going to some like fucked up website. It would be like meatspin.com or lemonparty.org. Or you'd like trick your friend into watching 2 Girls, 1 Cup. I remember I got tricked into watching Three Guys One Hammer once, and that actually, like, that really fucking bothered me when that happened. I don't know if anyone else has ever watched that. I got tricked into watching Three Guys One Hammer, and that really fucking bothered me. I can't remember how old I was at the time. I was young. I want to say I was like 13, 14. That shit, like, actually really bothered me. Mom, get the camera. Laser collection. Yeah, remember the laser collection? I'm a foreign Malaysia. I'm pretty sure I still use that when I was doing the PVZ2 stuff. Any meme on Henry Stickmin? But the thing is, like, Henry Stickmin was, like, I feel like was basically a rip-on, like, that culture back then. Like, there were a lot of Stickman memes, like, back in those days, like, before, like, in the pre-2010 days. Like, there was so much shit like that. I'm pretty sure Henry Stickmin was just, like, a rip on that, basically. Ever watch Angry Video Game Nerd? I definitely have heard that name. Definitely heard that name. Not sure if I ever watched them, though. I watched BME Pain Olympics, and it was a dude cutting his dick. I watched that. I fucking watched that. Do you know the funniest thing about that? I genuinely heard this once. I don't know if it's true. Apparently, he didn't even win. I dead ass heard that about that video. It was supposed to be a competition of who could do the most painful thing to themselves. And he literally cut his dick off. And he didn't win. So I heard. That might be bullshit. That might have just been me getting... Might have just been, you know... just all lies. But... I did hear that once. Like, could you imagine that, though, just for a second? Like, like, let's say, hypothetically, that is true. Imagine, like, entering a pain contest and cutting your prick off, and you don't even win. Like, that is fucked up. Like, just imagine that. Superman Gaming, thank you for the $2. Can I use Hall of Justice instead of Hall of Shag? Sure. Seems like a skill issue. You ever watched Fear Factor? I feel like I did watch that. Yeah, I feel like I feel like I've seen Fear Factor before. That definitely rings a bell. I remember there was that other shit they used to have, a Brainiac. You reckon someone did one guy, one jar to beat that guy? I feel like one guy, one jar wouldn't have been as painful. Like that. Ow. I'm familiar with one guy, one jar. That can't be more painful than literally cutting your own dick off. Surely. First documented bottom surgery. Like 20 people left after that. I'm about to go look it up. The one kid who sang about playing Pokemon Go. That was like around... Wasn't that around the, like, the Leafy era? I swear, wasn't that like around the Leafy era that happened? I know exactly the song you're talking about. I swear that was like around about like the same sort of time. What was one guy, one jar? It's where the guy, he has like a glass jar and he like sits on it so it goes up his ass. But then the pressure of his asshole breaks the jar and like you can probably guess the rest. Yeah. Ever watch Epic Rap Battles of History? Oh, I used to binge watch those. I used to watch those on fucking repeat. I used to watch those on fucking repeat. They still make those. I think that's so cool. It's so cool they still make those. Logan Paul had some good content. Fucking hell. We're going home and listening to ERB. Hell yeah. I remember being around when, like, the original ones came out. Like, I remember when the, like, original Darth Vader vs. Adolf Hitler came out. There's no way this stream is getting monetized. I'm pretty sure the last one got demonetized as well, so... Is whatever. We're having a laugh. It's cool. Wolfy is so puppy-coded. I don't know what that means, but thank you. Do I know what happened with Lexi? I don't know who that is. Remember the old Minecraft music animations? I remember one. It was the... I tell you, we're gonna play a little game of history here. I remember one specifically. It was a very old one. I wonder if any of you can actually guess what it is. Like, shout out to the first person who can actually guess which one I'm thinking of. Don't thank anyone for telling you that? Okay, my bad. My bad. I'll take it back then. I don't think I've seen anyone actually get it. Wasn't Fallen Kingdom. Okay, maybe there's... Because I don't remember... I won't remember the name specifically of the song. But I think possibly a couple of people have got it. Instead of telling me the name of the Minecraft version of the song, who can tell me the name of the song that it's actually parodying? And we'll do it that way, because that I will at least recognize. Because I feel like I remember which song it parodied, but I don't remember, like, the actual name of the video. So shout out to whoever gets that first. I'm not singing it for you. Absolutely not. Nuh-uh. Not California Girls. It's not Take On Me. Come on, surely someone's gonna get it. I don't know why we're even making a game out of this. It's not even that deep, but... What's that, Mango? There you go. Archron got it. Shout out to Archron. Yep, it was the fucking Moves Like Jagger parody. Can't remember what it was called. Something about the Nether. Yeah, it was a fucking Maroon 5 one. That's the only one that I remember. And do you know what the saddest thing is? I feel like my cringy ass back then probably listened to it and actually thought, this slaps. But I could actually see that being a plausible timeline. I don't even remember when it came out. Yeah, screw the nether or something like that. Some bullshit like that. That's the only one that I remember. When can someone tell me when that came out? Like, can someone actually tell me when that came out? Like, just what year? What year it came out? I'm genuinely intrigued, and I can't be asked to look it up myself. Never is my biggest op. It's jail time for knowing that, mate. That's like that was. I was into Minecraft back then. This is like this is when I was a teenager. This is the thing. I think some of you don't realize. I'm a lot older than some of you think. It's 1 AM. I can't stop watching. Based. 13th of August 2012. Damn. "13th of August 2012. Wow. I'm pretty sure. Don't ask me why I remember this. I'm pretty sure I got my first ever girlfriend in August 2012. So I clearly acquired really. You know, I'm not even fucking saying it. I ain't about to go swiftly right now. I'm not even saying it. Just say I clearly took something productive from that music video. Nah, no shot. It might have been a Yogscast. So I never watched the Yogscast, but it might have been. I know they were like super popular back then. So that sounds plausible. That's definitely on the cards. Minecraft parody Riz. Oh, fucking hell. Did I woo my crush with my amazing Minecraft parody singing skills? Do you know, I don't remember. But imagine I did. Imagine I did, though. That what, mate? Imagine the scenes. There's absolutely no way. But imagine, though. Did I ever make a... if you mean, like, did I ever make a Minecraft server? Nah, not really. Was the Ultimate Showdown a really big meme back then? Do you know? I'll tell you this, Sander. The Ultimate Showdown was quite popular. I actually used to really like listening to Lemon Demon. They were the guys who made that song. I genuinely used to like actually listen to some of their music. They had a few bangers, but yeah, that was probably their only like really popular song. Yeah, the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny, classic. Yep, that was pretty popular. There you go. There's a bit more history about my weird taste in music. Lemon Demon. That is what they were called, wasn't it? You can sing the whole song perfectly. Do you know, I probably can't remember all the lyrics to that one, but there's probably other Lemon Demon songs that I can remember the lyrics to if I like put my mind to it. But probably not Ultimate Showdown. I didn't listen to that one quite as much. My best friend at the time, he was like absolutely obsessed with that song. Like he would listen to it on repeat and just jam out to it. God, man, those days, man. I swear to God. Fucking, I used to upload videos on. What was I uploading at the time? I was doing GoldenEye, and and fucking uploading like Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, shit like that, like the Conduit. Who the hell ever played the? Any of you ever play the Conduit? It was like some really shitty, like fucking Halo ripoff on the Wii. Used to play that as well. God, they were simpler times, weren't they? I'm not even, I'm trying to think, was I even uploading shit? I think I was uploading shit on a capture card by then. But I didn't before. Like, I used to be one of those guys back in the old days where I'd do the, stack up a pile, like, some DVD cases and some books. And then, like, balance a camera on top of it. And just point it at the TV. OG All-Stars Racing. Dude, I used to fucking sweat at that game. I used to sweat my ass off on OG Sonic and Sega. A little bit on Mario Kart Wii as well. I wasn't as good at Mario Kart Wii. But I used to play a lot of that as well. I remember the free Overwatch ripoff Paladins. I think I did play that actually once or twice. I think I actually remember playing that. Nate, thank you for the $2. Said, Cam, I love you. Thanks for making my day better. I love you too, man. Thank you so much. What a legend. Glad to hear it. Ocean Palace from Sonic Heroes goes as hard as a song can legally go. That. All the languages in the world. And you chose straight facts. That's probably my favorite song from that whole game. No. Actually, no. Wait, that or who remembers the music from the fucking character select screen on Sonic Heroes? That is a menu has never gone so hard. If you haven't heard it, you need to just go look it up. Like a menu theme has absolutely no business going that hard ever. Little Big Planet karting. I never got to play that. I heard about that when I first started playing Little Big Planet 3. I'm really sad that I missed out on that. That sounded like that would have been a good laugh. I was just anything kart racer. I was just all over it. That's kind of the same even now. There's just not really any good kart races at the moment. You can kind of boot up CTR every once in a while, but no one plays it anymore, so it's kind of like, is there even any point, really? Ain't nobody playing Team Sonic Racing. Like, Team Sonic Racing, no one was even playing that on fucking day one. Like, that game was literally dead on arrival. What else was there? Chocobo GP. Yeah, I played that for a bit. Shit game, though. Eight Deluxe is still great. I just don't vibe with 8 Deluxe. I preferred old 8. I preferred old 8 over 8 Deluxe. I mean, I like that this one's got, like, more customization, more characters and tracks and shit, but Like, they took some of the gameplay mechanics out of 8 for 8 Deluxe, and I was just like, why? TSR wasn't worth the hype. There wasn't any hype. Literally, I think the only reason anyone played TSR was because it came out like a month before CTR. So literally, people were just playing TSR to kill time until everyone was just waiting for CTR. Who's my Team Sonic Racing main? Oh, Knuckles. I held most of the world records with Knuckles. Like, everyone else was doing Zavok, but Knuckles, he was like slightly better than Knuckles. But basically just the heavy characters were the best. Except for like there were some tracks where, I mean, actually, to be fair, it was quite well balanced out. Like, generally heavy characters were the best. But there were like a few tracks where the speed characters were really good. And there was like 1 or 2 tracks that had loads of off-roading where the there are like 1 or 2 tracks with loads of off-roading where the technical characters were good, like Eggman, because they could just like drift off-road. I remember that. But generally, like, yeah, heavy characters were pretty sweaty. So I used to just play Knuckles most of the time. Sonic was definitely better on some tracks, yeah. It just depended on the track. I quite like that though. I like that you could actually have different characters be good on different tracks rather than just kind of have it like, rather than just CTR where like speed is just objectively the best option no matter what. Like, there's literally no 2 ways about it. And like Mario Kart Wii, like inward drifting bikes were like objectively like the best option. It's nice when there's a bit of variety, bit of like, there's some more like diverse options for like what you can actually use and do well. Snoozy, thank you for the 4 months. Excuse me. What about the Shrek kart racing game? Dude, I swear to God, there were so many like kart racing games that I missed out on. One of these days, that's going to have to be like a fucking series. Just going and playing all the kart racing games that I never got to play. Because there were so many that I didn't like. Some that I'm even like still hearing about for the first time. Acceleration at least has use cases now in CTR. I don't think it does. Ever since they created Drift. Like, Drift was just acceleration but better. So it was basically like if you couldn't play speed, just play Drift. And like speed was still better, but it wasn't like speed wasn't like light years better than Drift. Drift was, if you were just racing, like Drift could compete, but it was generally just like play Drift until you can get the hang of speed and then just play speed. Remember when Chocobo GP came out? I want to say it was like a couple years ago now. The only thing I really liked about Chocobo GP was the idea of the GP mode. Like, that was actually like a really, really, really good idea. Where they start with 64 people. And you kind of like, you race like a championship. Like, it starts with 64 people. 8 people per race, 8 races, top 4 go through. And you have like quarterfinal, semi-final, and you keep going down through elimination until it gets to the final 8, and then you have like a final. I thought that's a sick idea. Wasn't so great in practice. 1, because the game was trash, so that didn't help. And 2, because you get so many people who just just aren't patient enough to sit through 4 races back to back. So people would just like rage quit like halfway through. When Spyro came out, I got spent an entire day eating shit until I got used to speed. I basically did the same. I'm pretty sure like dude, I swear I had like a whole like, it was some like proper cringy like, okay, back then I was on some proper cringy like,
oh, I'm not gonna play speed, I'm gonna play acceleration just so I can stick it to the speed players. Like, I've got a 2-inch dick.
Like, I was doing that shit just like, I mean, it was partly because like you couldn't have engine swapping back then, and most of my favorite characters like Engine, like Nash, like all the characters like that were acceleration. But really, it was just like, oh, I'm just going to be the guy that plays like a lower tier engine so I can stick it to the speed players, like thinking I was fucking cool, and no one cared. Like, no one could have given a shit. And, yeah, I think I made a point of saying, like, right before Spyro came out, before they'd, like, revealed what kind of, character he was going to be, I said something like, oh, the only way I switched to speed is if Spyro's a speed character. And then it came out that he was, it was a speed character. So I was like, right, guess we're going to the dark side. Guess that was that. I never looked back. Never ever went back to playing Acceleration after that. Never did it. Did I ever play games like Splatoon or Pikmin? I played a decent amount of Splatoon. And a bit of Splatoon 2. Well, it wasn't that big on it, to be honest. Yeah, it wasn't that big on Splatoon, but... Fleetway Sphere. Thank you for the £5. Said, hey, Wolfy, off to bed, so my long-distance missus won't chew me out. But wanted to say thanks for being my break from the world when I need it. Good night. Thank you very much, Fleetway Sphere. I hope you don't get chewed out. Thank you very much for coming by. I really appreciate that. Legend. Became the very thing you swore to destroy. I did. I did, and I had absolutely no shame about it. And then the funny thing is, once I made the switch and started playing Speed, I was just sitting there like, why was I being such a fanny about it in the first place?
Thought I'm gonna be the cool guy who plays
Acceleration. Like, no one cares. I think that was the problem, is I thought people would actually give a shit, and no one did. Like, no one did. I'm like one of those, I was almost like one of those people like in fighting games who like deliberately plays low tier characters to try and dunk on people playing top tier characters. It's like, sure, you can do that if you want the challenge, sure, but like, no one gives a shit. No one's impressed. Like, you've been on Final Fantasy VII recently, been bashing it out the last few days. I played it a bit today. I think you're probably further than me. You're probably further than me. I think I was ahead of you a little bit, but I haven't played much the last few days because I've had stuff on, so yeah. I'm like, how far am I into it? I feel like I'm not... I feel like I'm probably not that far off the halfway point, maybe. It's kind of like, I know in the original, I know where the first disc ends. I know where the first disc ends, and I don't think I'm, like, that far away from that point, just because... Weirdly, because now I play Rebirth, so I kind of know the sequence. You're at 22 hours. I'm only at, like, 11. I'm basically, I'm back at Nibelheim. That's where I'm at. So yeah, I'm making slow progress, but it's gonna be a long time before Part 3 comes out. So I think I've got plenty of time. Plenty of time. Now, I would like to go back to... I'd like to go back to CTR and CNK at some point. Pay them a little revisit. I'm not Forgotten City just yet. No, not just yet. They said they're looking to release Part 3 in 2027. That's not so bad. Okay. 2027. I can live with that. That seems reasonable. I can't help but get the impression whenever they say it's coming out in this year, it always ends up being fucking 2 years after that. That's the only thing. So I can't help but think that 2027 means 2029. I don't know. Just kind of a gut feeling. But they might prove me wrong. I hope they do. I'm alright, Oliver. How you doing, man? Let's see if this one wants to catch up. It's taking a little while. There we go. I think we're good. Surely it won't take that long. Well, it's... I mean, it kind of depends. See, I've basically not really played like the whole second half of OG, so I don't actually know kind of how big it is. But yeah. But yeah, I would have thought they're going to be reusing a lot of stuff. Like, there'll be a lot of reused stuff. Because a lot of the kind of world building stuff, they've done that already. So it's just about how much they want to try and... It's about how much they want to try and change it, I guess. Okay, well, maybe someone can answer this for me. Like, how long is it from... Okay, so I know where Disc 2 starts. How long is Disc 2 from, like, start to finish? Turd Burger, thank you for the 99 cent. Yeah, how long is Disc 2 from, like, start to finish? Like 7 or 8 hours? Was that it? I thought it would be a bit more than that, maybe. So it's not even really the second half of the game, really. Then is it? It's kind of... That's more like what, the final quarter? Final quarter? Final third, maybe? That doesn't sound like a whole half. Oh, thanks for stopping by, Plus Shooter. Welcome to the stream. I won't stick around for too much longer, by the way, guys. Radical Jake, thank you for the 99 cent. Appreciate that. And Turd Burger hit me with the 199. So do I plan on playing Little Big Planet? Not Little Big Planet. Fucking hell, it's ingrained in my head now. Little Nightmares 3. Yeah, I'll play that when it comes out, for sure. Last third, I'd say, is closer to. Yeah. Disc 3 is literally the final dungeon. There's a third disc? I didn't even know there was a third disc. I thought it was 2 discs. So how does that work? So wait, you're telling me they had enough... So the first disc was... the first disc was enough for however many, like... The first 2/3. And then the second disc is like, what... 7 hours worth. Could they not like get a disc with more space on it, or... A lot of big story moments happen in disc 2. Yeah, I know that, yeah. Final Fantasy VIII has 4 discs? Fuck. Damn. That's crazy. Maybe I must just be coddled, because I remember I don't remember growing up on Final Fantasy games that had multiple discs, but then again, I didn't grow up on the PS1 games. I grew up on PS1 games, just not the PS1 Final Fantasies. I went to Final Fantasy a bit later than that. Have anything on my bucket list in the future, not games related. Other than going to Japan, not really. That's pretty much it. That is pretty much the lot. Do I do Fall Guys videos again? Nah, probably not. There's not really anything to cover anymore. How long I've been streaming today? Like, almost 2.5 hours. First Final Fantasy was 10 on the PS Vita. Yeah, I just had it on the normal PS2. I just hope that gets a remake at some point. Because the fucking 2013 remaster does not count. That does not count. Like, it's literally the same game, just with less facial expressions and slightly different music. Which I'm pretty sure most people just switch straight back to the original music anyway. Have I ever seen Michael Rosen? Not in person, no. Can't say I have. A remake in the style of remake, reboot. Yeah. Yes. Basically. Said it before, but I think we'd sooner get 10-3 before a full... Why do people want 10-3? There doesn't need to be a fucking 10-3. It's like, it's done. It doesn't need to be, unless they want to do a prequel, which, I mean, flipping, you could do a 10 remake. I don't think you'd have enough material to make like a full-on prequel. But you could probably like if you did a remake, you could probably work it into the game where you have segments where you play as like the original trio. I don't think they necessarily need like a whole game to themselves. See you later, TLB. Thanks for coming by. No, why do people want a 10-3? Fucking hell, we don't need a 10-3. Destroyers, thank you for the $5. Ever considered mods for PvZ1? I'll look into a few. I'll look into a few, but I haven't really looked into any just yet. I've got a few other things I want to do first. But I might do at some point. Thank you for the 5. I appreciate that. Definitely need more whacker. Yes. More racism. More outbed discrimination. That's what we need. Yeah, I don't know what all this... Like, yeah, I don't even know why people want a 10-3. I know they did that fucking... in the remaster, they did that fucking audio thing. And then they had that, like, that fan fiction 10.2.5. Which I'm yet to actually see I'm yet to hear a single person say that that's good. Like, from what I've heard, that is just complete fucking shit. I'm familiar with like bits and pieces of it, but it sounds like same energy as somehow Palpatine returned. That's what 2.5. That's what 10.2.5 sounds like. Literally fucking somehow Palpatine returned the novel for Final Fantasy. That's basically what that is. Like, oh, Sin came back. Sin came back? Oh, Sin came back. Somehow he just came back. God, that pesky Sin, he just came back. How did it happen? You know, the entity that was responsible for creating him was completely destroyed, and you know, somehow he managed it. I don't know how, but somehow he did it. Somehow he did it. And you know, if you were to do that, it would kind of completely retcon everything that happens in the first game and the second game. But that pesky Sin, I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he did it, the bastard. The big flying whale-looking bastard. But somehow, you know, somehow Palpatine returned. You still haven't played through 10.2 yet? Honestly, Levitate, do yourself a favor. Don't bother. Just watch the ending. Like, that's the best advice I can give you. Don't bother playing 10.2. Just watch the ending. Because you'll get to the end of 10.2 and you'll have such a bad taste in your mouth, you won't give a shit about the ending. So that would just probably be a better experience. Gilgamesh decided to show up and challenge Yojimbo to a match, and they winded up giving birth to a new Sin. Listen, anything's possible. Anything's possible. Honestly. Why don't I play through Rebirth on the channel? Nah. I've already played it. Skyhopper, welcome to the Big Dogs. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Big man. What's up, JV? It's the first stream you've caught. Welcome, Rando. I would, but I'm already running out of material to play before Monster Hunter Wilds. That's fair. That's fair. All I would say is then just brace yourself, because it's an experience. It is certainly an experience. Any racing games coming soon? Not that I know of. It's an excuse to replay the original. True. Very true. I'm wondering when it's going to be, I'm wondering when it's going to be my time to go back and play it again. I'm thinking, excuse me, I'm thinking I'll play through the rest of 7, and then I'll play 8, and then I'll probably play 9, and then I'll be back on 10 again. It'll be one of them ones. What is this? What is this track on right now? This is going a bit fucking hard. I was trying to find a chill synthwave playlist. What the fuck is this? God damn. Got a bit mad, this one. Then, oh yeah, then I'll do 10-2. Totally. Totally. Would I ever do a series for Final Fantasy on the channel? Do you know? I'd love to, but no. Because it would take far too long, and like barely anyone would watch it. And I know, the thing is, I know there's like probably quite a few of you sitting here like right now thinking, I'd watch it, and that's great, but it's like, and I appreciate that. I wish there were like tens of thousands more of you who would also watch it, but that's not the case. Yeah, it's just not really something I could do. And I've come to realize that I kind of prefer just playing those kind of games in my own time. Then I can just kind of play it at my own pace, and then I can just come on stream and talk about it. Shout out to those remake streams having like 8 people in them. Well, see, the thing is, because I played Rebirth by myself, like, I feel like I ended up enjoying the game so much more. And I've got to say the same for 16 as well. I probably enjoyed 16 way more because I didn't play it on stream or like on videos or anything like that. So I could just like chill and just kind of play through it at my own pace, just like how I felt like doing it. And I just enjoyed it way more as a result. So yeah, it's one of those things I have to realize. I can't be playing as much as I'd love to. I can't be playing everything on the channel. Otherwise, I would. I absolutely fucking would. I'd have like 50 series on the go at the same time, and I've finished none of them. Till, welcome to the Big Dogs. Thank you for joining. I love 16's gameplay, but the story was dog water, not gonna lie. I quite like the story. I tell you what I didn't care for at all was the ending. I thought the gameplay was hella fun. I really, and I'm normally more of the turn-based guy. I really enjoyed 16's combat. I thought that was really good. I enjoyed the story. I thought the ending was shit. Just didn't really make... it didn't need to be an ambiguous ending. Or like a sort of an open kind of ending. And it just didn't make sense to me. That's what I thought of 16's ending. That's what I did to my flipping TV when I was done. Just... Carmine Antonello. Nice name. Thank you for the $4.99. Appreciate that. What's up, brother? The ceiling. Thank you. You were surprised when I said I preferred 16's combat over Rebirth's? Do you know... Okay, I'll tell you what my thing is about Rebirth. It's not that I didn't like Rebirth's, but it's like... I'd kind of prefer it if a game just either went completely turn-based or just completely action. Whereas I feel like the remake series tries to sort of like strike a balance between the two. I mean, you can kind of play it more action-based, but then like they have like the ATB system and the way they incorporate the menu into it is like they kind of try to strike a balance between the two. And that, I guess that's fine if that's your thing. But I kind of prefer it if it just goes completely one way or the other way. Like either just do it turn-based or do it action. Like basically either have it be like Pokemon / Final Fantasy X combat or just have it be like Monster Hunter combat. Or like 16. But 16 was cool though because you could just like, it was the way you could customize it so much and you could just basically, you could just do like you could just do combos and you could just like make up your own combo strings. And I just thought that you could just, I like 16 because you could just be like really creative with it. And you could kind of just like use all the different abilities and kind of, you could almost like create a little playstyle with it. Whereas I feel like a lot of the time in Rebirth, like I'm flipping, yeah, I'm just mashing square until I get ATB and then I'm using fucking focus thrust. Or braver. Or if they're staggered, I might use Infinity's End. The problem with 16 is it didn't completely commit to the action. I thought some of the quick time event ones were... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how people generally felt about those, but I thought they were kind of cool. Like, all the cinematic sort of stuff. But no, 16 was a fun play. I wouldn't replay it though. I don't think I'd play through it again. It wasn't that good that it's a game that I would go back to and replay. It was good, but it wasn't that good. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Case Crew. See you next time, Johann. What's my opinion on 14? I've not played enough 14. I played a little bit, not nearly enough to actually like have an opinion. I also really like how there's objective markers for everything in 16. As I get older, I appreciate that kind of thing a lot more. I'm the same. I'm definitely the same. No, I definitely feel that. I definitely like. I like to have. I'm starting to like more prefer games that are a bit more linear. Because I'm a dumbass. Like if you give me a great big massive open world, I'm gonna get lost. Just guide my dumbass through it. Like 10 does. See, it's funny I say that because right now I'm playing OG7, which is like the complete opposite of that. Yeah, I'll say that about this. I think probably part of the reason that I enjoyed 16 as much as I did is because I like religiously avoided the side quests. I would not do it. I was just like, nah, fuck this side quest stuff. I'll do like a handful of them if I feel like I want to do them, but there's no way I was going to try and do all of them. Can I revive the Rayman franchise? I doubt it. If Mario and Rabbids couldn't do that, then I got no shot. I didn't play 15. I think most people I've spoken to didn't like 15. But I don't know. I didn't play it, so I can't say. But yeah, I've generally not heard great things about 15. Anyway, lads, I think that is where I am going to call it for tonight. We've been going for almost 3 hours now, and it is actually getting quite late, so I'm gonna, I think, call it a day. Just want to say thank you, everyone, for coming along. Really appreciate it. It went on a little bit longer than planned, but it's cool. Hope you've enjoyed it. Like I said, I'll be leaving these up public, so if you missed anything, you can go back and rewatch us discussing how long you get thrown in prison for what memes you share on WhatsApp. And listen, lads, again, like, thank you everyone who joined the Big Dogs. Thank you everyone who donated. You, man, have just been, like, crazy generous. Again. So, yeah, just thank you guys so much. Honestly, it's absolutely insane. Really appreciate it. And we will be back. For those of you who are new to the Big Dogs, we will be doing a Big Dogs Hangout, which if you know what Big Dogs Hangout is, if you join, if you become a member, we actually do exclusive live streams every week, most of the time. We play games and stuff like that, and we chill. That will probably be on Friday, and then we will be back around about the same time. We'll be around about the same time next week. We'll be back, and we'll do another one of these. So thanks everyone for coming by. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the rest of your night.